Good morning, everyone. I'm Molly White, Deputy Director of Sports and Leisure Services for Manatee County. Thank you all for joining us today for exciting groundbreaking of Parrish Community Park. The expected opening date is fall of 2024, with Phase 2 to follow. We all know how important parks are in our community, and we look forward to hosting many events, concerts, and open play days here. I would now like to introduce Commissioner Satcher to begin the ceremony.
Thank you, Molly. Yes, I'm dressed for the occasion this morning. Yeah, people are asking why I got here at the last minute. I was like, because I don't want to wear this any longer than I have to. So wonderful to see all you. If you don't mind, go ahead and stand with me. We'll start off with a word of prayer. Lord, we thank you that you have been good. And right now, we see a vision of great things to come. And we're grateful for it. We thank you in advance before we see it. We thank you now. That's real similar to what you describe as faith. And Lord, we know that all throughout the Bible, when Jesus needed some time to be alone or to speak with you, he went to the gardens. And now we call those gardens parks. And we thank you today for what is coming and what's going to be here and all the people that have worked hard to make it happen here at Parrish Community Park. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, you can be seated. Actually, I apologize. Don't be seated. Stand one more time. I expected to be calling someone else up. I'm used to calling someone else up for the pledge, but let's pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. This is wonderful. Look at all these smiling faces. I mean, hot, but I don't know who said we need to do this as early in August as possible. Might have been me, but I didn't want to wait around. Even if we had to be hot today, I was like, I don't want anybody waiting on me or us. I want us to get going on this as quick as possible. And, there's going to be a lot of great things here. There's going to be places for kids to play. There's going to be places for the community to gather. We're going to have some great concerts, some great services and things here. And then we're going to have food trucks, and I mean, people are going to be able to break bread and have a good time. And so I'm looking forward to it. It's real important that we thank people. I will say ahead of time, I'm sure I will miss someone, okay? But this is, I wanted to thank Tandem Construction. Who's here from Tandem? Raise a hand. All right. The Parrish Civic Association, all y'all raise hand? Yeah, out in force. Do we have anyone from the Florida Department of Transportation? All right, I'll revisit that perhaps as we go forward. Manatee County Board of Commissioners, where y'all at? Raise your hands. All right, including our chair, Kevin Van Ostenbridge is here. Just a special thanks to them for helping make this possible and for, every vote up there. If you're sending money one way, it means it's not going another way. And I just want to say that I do recognize that, and I appreciate it from all the commissioners. And then the Manatee County staff, they have worked hard for this, so thank you so much. All right, I wanted to introduce Donnie Siegert. I don't know if I said it right. If not, correct me. Coming up, he's the senior project manager for Tandem Construction. Come on up. We set it up with a little walkway. You're supposed to use the red carpet. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to use the red carpet. We're pretty simple folk around here.
Thank you.
And all right, go ahead.
On behalf of Tandem Construction, this is an honor and a privilege to be a part of this special project. We want to thank Manatee County. We want to thank Parrish, for being supporters of Tandem Construction and our company and what we do and what we try to achieve. And building this project is special to me, being a father of two kids. We're going to be able to create memories, friendships, loving relationships, and, being able to create those memories is special, and we don't get to build a lot of projects like this. So it means a lot. It's going to be successful, and we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Yeah.
Thank you, Donnie. So I see a couple of at least representatives of elected officials. First of all, let me ask first, though, do I have any other elected officials beyond our county commissioners? Nope. Okay, let's have our county commissioners stand up. I had them raise hands, but go ahead, stand up if you're here. Give them an extra applause. Yeah, they're great. I see Carol Kalinda. This is Tommy Gregory, Representative Tommy Gregory's representative. I see Chloe in the back. Imagine she's representing Congressman Vern Buchanan. Thank you for being here. And I wanted to introduce, go ahead and come on up, Miss Norma. Yes! I might need to do a reenactment of that, get video of that. That was wonderful. Norma has been absolutely a blessing and a wonderful just help all the way through this and everything that involves Parrish. I don't know if we don't have a mayor in Parrish, but you might be first nominated if we did. And so without further ado, go ahead.
All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome everybody, and what an exciting day is today. Parrish it's like being born. So I personally have been waiting for this for a very, very long time. The PCA, we got together in 2015, 2016, and said, what can we do for our community? We did town halls, we did surveys. The community wanted a gathering place, and that's what happened. And with the help of the county, the help of Charlie Bishop, it started with Charlie Hunsaker, but Charlie Bishop, Tom Yarger, Aaron Raleigh, and Ed Deans with Kimley Horn. The good thing about this is these people live out here. So they knew what the community needed. And if you look at the pictures, they outdid themselves. The PCA nominated a liaison team, which consisted of me, Lorraine Prosser, and Danny Brown. And we met with the county team and ironed out all the bumps and holes in the wall and all of that. I kept telling them, we got to hurry because I might not be here to see this thing. And they all laughed. They gathered around my dining room table and we just had good fellowship together. So I especially thank Mr. Satcher for supporting us. I especially thank the Board of County Commissioners for supporting us. Parrish deserved this. Charlie Bishop was fantastic in helping us around the dining room table and eating brownies. So, and we do have one. I don't know if Aiden Stockdale's here or not, but he is going to be working on signage that goes through the park, through the walkways, that gives the history of Parrish. So today is the beginning of phase 1. It'll have the walking trails. It'll have what do you call it? A lookout tower. It'll just be wonderful. So once this is started, then we are looking at phase 2. And Ed, I see you working on that one too. So thank you all. My heart is just full today. I can't even express what I feel for this community so that we have a place that we can live, work, and play. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jane.
Wonderful. You know, the American dream, in my words and my heart, is just that, you know, we can look at each other as people, care about each other, love our neighbor. If we work hard, don't lean just to the government, but lean on God and lean on that spark and spirit that he puts inside of each of us, that there's just no limit. There's nothing that can hold us back. And maybe that's what I'm most excited about, is that people, doesn't matter your creed, doesn't matter your color, they're going to be welcome here, able to come and enjoy a great place with their family and their friends. And so this is a wonderful opportunity. I'm excited about it. And I know y'all are hot. So go ahead and stand up. Just all of the staff that worked so hard with Parks and Rec, I really appreciate it.
My name is Nora Kennedy, and I'm with the Parrish Civic Association and I'm vice president. And the significance of today is it's a great day in Parrish. The community has been wanting this forever. So I am excited, and I know everyone here is excited for Parrish to have a place to live, work, and play. Well, initially it was a concept of a passive park down by Fort Hamer Park. And that did not work out. And then we decided, we being the county and the Civic Association, to do a festival park. And that began in 2015, 2016. And 3 years ago, we began to work on the design of this park. So, the band shell is going to be the most exciting part for us because we put on the Parrish Heritage Day and parade and chili cook-off. So this will be used for that and concerts, maybe food truck rallies. This is just great. And then we come to these splash pads. Now, who would like a splash pad, especially on a day like today? This is great, and I understand that this is going to be used from infant to adult. And then here's your playground for your children. This is a state-of-the-art playground. This is fantastic. And then we show where the food truck rallies can be. So that's just it's just unbelievable. It is going to be used by the community. The community we have no community center out here. So we have been looking for a place that we can gather and get to know each other. The children can come out and play in the splash pad, play in the pool when it's done in phase 2, and just enjoy each other. Yes, I'm with the Parrish Civic Association, as I said, but I'm also on the Tourist Development Committee too. So the involvement began in 2015 and has continued to today. And we have not worked with a greater staff than what Manatee County put at my dining room table of many a meetings. Yes. Ed Deans was initially the one that drew the design. He lives out here. In fact, most of them did live out here, so they knew the importance of what we wanted and what we needed. And their ideas sometimes was 100% better than our ideas. So we really appreciated them. Well, it will take some time to get the park built because there's a lot of underground work that's going to have to be done that we're not going to be able to see. So the target date is in September of 2024. Well, if I was standing in front of all the Parrish community people, the ones that have been here since the concept of Parrish, I would say we finally made it. We've got a place for you to gather and enjoy each other. Just thank you to the commissioners for their support, the county staff for their support, and we will enjoy working further along with them on different projects.
Yes, my name is Aaron Raleigh. I am the project manager for Construction Services Property Management Department at Manatee County Government, and we're here today for the groundbreaking ceremony for Parrish Community Park. Yes, so the Parrish Civic Association came up with a concept in about 2015 to build a community park or a passive park, and they came to the county shortly thereafter with the concept idea to build a park somewhere near the Fort Hammer Park area or Fort Hammer Bridge area. And over a few years it had evolved. And we came up with this location in about 2018. And in 2019, we started doing renderings and conceptual designs, which has evolved into what we see today, which is turning into a $15+ million phase one park for the community, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Yes, so it took a very large team of people. This is not just a one-person show. This took a very large team to create all of these different ideas. Many meetings, many years of collaboration between our architects, engineers, the Parrish community, and their input, as well as a lot of different ideas from within the county. Just trying to come up with ideas of what we don't have in existence at other county parks and things that we're definitely in a need for the community of Parrish that don't exist. Yes, this is a very unique piece of land, and we're very fortunate to be able to build our park here right next to the Parrish Community High School, and we were able to obtain property just to the south to be able to build a phase two here in the near future. That way we could expand this park. So with phase one in mind, we had to not only collaborate on what phase one was going to have, but what phase two is going to hold in the future, and make sure that we didn't compete with other local parks that are just down the street. We didn't want to take away from the other amenities at the other parks, and we wanted a different draw at each individual park. Oh, I think this is going to be a great addition to the community for Parrish. It's going to be a great place for families to come and hang out and enjoy, for events, for craft fairs, for the Parrish Civic Association to hold other events, for places for kids to play on the playground, for the splash pad, for events at the band shell, and for exercise, fitness around our walking trails, our boardwalk, and potentially maybe weddings or other venues down our Oak Hammock Walk, which is going to be a beautiful walk area underneath the mature oak hammock walk trees. Okay, so yes, so in the beginning, there's going to be a lot of underground work that's going to be done. There's a lot of utilities that needs to happen. So from a spectator standpoint, you're not going to see a whole lot of work being done from a exterior standpoint, because we have to get a lot of utilities brought in. We have to bring in sewer and water and power and data, fiber. And so there's going to be a lot of work that happens before any physical structures actually start to take place topside on the ground. But the park is scheduled for 420 days of construction. So we're looking at sometime in the fall 2024 for grand opening, which is going to be absolutely amazing. We look forward to having a huge grand opening and sharing with the Parrish community. Yes, working with the Parrish Civic Association has been awesome. Working with everybody in the association has been great. We've had a lot of collaborative meetings, working back and forth through ideas, coming up with conceptual ideas, talking back and forth with the needs of the parish community. Of course, the association holds a lot of meetings, talking with the community, getting the requests and the needs of what the community needs, and they bring those ideas and requests back to the county. And then at the 60% point, we started talking with the county, and we held a workshop and talked to the county residents directly, and decided to move forward at that point with the final design. But Parrish Civic Association played a huge role in this part, and we thank them greatly. Yes, so we definitely need to thank the county commissioners for this, especially for the approval of the park and the approval of the funds. You know, we worked very closely with District 1 Commissioner James Satcher, and he was an integral part of the design process and going through and reviewing all of the renderings. And he sat down with us every step of the way and reviewed the process. And we sat down with the Parrish Civic Association as well and had meetings alongside each other. And it was just a great overall process. And just thank you to everybody, Parrish Civic Association, the parish community, and commissioners, the architects, engineers at Kemley Horn, Tandem Construction, everybody. This park is much needed for the community. It's the only community park that we're going to have here in Parrish for quite some time, and it's much needed. And I think the parish residents are going to be ecstatic to have it, and we look forward to providing this to you. So thank you.
This is a very significant part to Parrish because they have been, the Parrish community has been wanting a park like this for many, many, many years. And for us to be able to bring it into Manatee County in the Parrish community is something that's been long awaited and everybody in the community is excited for. It was important to get the community involved, such as the PCA, because you know, it's the community and their desires of what they want the park to look like, to feel like when people come into the actual park itself. And so it was just an amazing partnership to come in with the community and get their insight on the actual park itself. Well, it was important to the county commission because we were hearing from the residents of the parish community that this was such a much needed park. And so, you know, with Commissioner Satcher being District 1 County Commissioner here and hearing those pleas and the needs here, you know, he had brought it to the board and we started moving it forward and getting the design work. The design work of this park is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is going to be, this park will probably be a model park for the rest of Manatee County. And so we're just super excited about it and super excited to really start phase 1 of this park. Because there is so much history here in Parrish that they wanted to be completely involved in what they desired their park to be like. And so that's the reason why it was just so important. They can look forward to, I could see this park as truly bringing the community together during events throughout the years. It's really going to bring the community of Parrish together, and it's just going to be an amazing thing in the future days to come.
So critically important to a community's health and economic vitality is creating a sense of place. And so the Parrish Community Park is a huge step forward for creating that gathering space for people to come together, to support development, to support authenticity within a community. As our speakers this morning said, creating friendships, creating memories, and that's what people need to love a place, and that's good for business too. So super exciting to be here for this groundbreaking, and then we're just going to be counting the months until we're here for the ribbon cutting. It is wonderful that so many people were at the table to ensure that this park is what the Parrish community wants it to be. And so to hear from all of the individuals and organizations that had a voice, that had a say, that now can say, I'm part of what made this park possible, that's a triple win in my book. Absolutely. The County Commission and county staff took a lead role in ensuring that this became a reality by responding to what the community asked. And so hats off to the commission, hats off to the staff, and to all of the partners that will make this possible. We've been very deliberate over many years that the mission of the Manatee Chamber is to build the economic health and vitality of the community and enhance our community's quality of life. That two-pronged mission statement lives, eats, and breathes in a project like this. Creating a sense of community and a sense of place is so important to ensuring that people live where we want them to work. And so we're just thrilled to be here to witness the groundbreaking today. And again, can't wait to be here for the ribbon cutting.
I mean, you know, you hear a lot of talk and you see things coming together and people are talking, wouldn't it be great if we had a place that Parrish could call home? You know, that when you said, hey, meet me at the park, everyone knew what park you were talking about and everyone knew where that was. And we had a great time at the park this weekend and everyone knows where it's at. And we haven't had that. And so to be able to, you know, play a part in making that come to fruition, that's a vision coming true. You know, that's the things that you're believing for coming to pass, and I love to be a part of that. So this is exciting for everyone here. Yeah, I don't think anyone is going to be disappointed. Of course, there's always, you know, oh, we could have done this, we could have done, but really, what is coming here is going to be exciting. You know, people will be able to bring their kids out here to enjoy a first-rate splash pad for their kids to play in. There's going to be a top-notch pavilion. I mean, it's more, I feel like, you know, amphitheater. You know, we're not talking Everly Arena, but it is going to be nice. We're going to be able to have really thousands of people come watch a concert here, and they'll be in the shade. You know, there's going to be a covering over it. If it rains, be fine. Place for food trucks to come. Great walking path. That walking path even has the bricks that they used are porous. So we didn't even have to, you know, come up with where we're going to put the water on that. It cost us a little more, but really, I don't think the county was skimping when it comes to this, and this is going to be just a great project. I think for generations, people are going to love to be here and look forward to coming here. And I could see people from even, you know, other top parts of the county that are going to want to be here. This will be a destination and a great place to make memories for your family as they grow. Right. Just a lot of great people. I mean, you know, Parrish is a unique community. Not very many places does, you know, you put up a flashing light, a red light, and hundreds of people go online on Facebook and say, thank you so much for this red light. You know, there's not many places where people are that good-hearted. And Parrish is like that. So the PCA, you know, their help and their contribution, their input has been great. You know, Norman Kennedy over there was involved from the beginning. I think Gretchen Fowler was at their very first meeting. You know, I wasn't at the first meeting, but I think that I came along at a good time to be able to help, hopefully facilitate getting this across the finish line so that people can really enjoy this project. You know, initially the county had 9 acres here, and you know, that sounds like a lot, but for a park like this, it's just not enough. And so just south of here, the DOT had 13 acres, and boy, there was a time early on in my session, early on when I got on the county commission, where it looked like that whole deal was just going to fall apart. And but really, we were able to work together, and just the best of the best as far as with the government coming together and doing what we want, which is working for people. And not working for themselves. And so they came along and said, you know what, we'll deal with you and we'll come to some type of agreement. And it ended up being good for everyone. And let me stress, the county commissioners, you know, every time a check gets written, the county commissioners have to sign off on that. And so for there to be, you know, 6 other people from other parts of the county saying, yeah, we need to go forward with this project, huge thanks to them for helping make it happen. Yeah, we had to be sure that it was going to be worth this investment. And so getting the DOT, they had 13 acres coming in with the 9, putting that together. I think that was probably the biggest piece of the pie, piece of the puzzle. And then I'll be honest, we have business partners. There's people here that build homes or develop, neighborhoods. And so speaking to them, I said, can you this needs to go and help if you can, and they say, we'll see what we can do. And so having their help, buy-in, I appreciate that as well. I'm not one of those people that is trying to divide or make people work against each other. I think it's important that everyone identifies a common interest and a common goal and a vision, and we pursue that vision with vigor and go after it. And I think that's what we've seen here, so I'm excited about it. Yeah, I see this commission just working together. That's all. When you're a kid and the coach says, it's a team. Together, everyone achieves more. And I've seen that, getting out in front of these, projects. And of course, we had catching up to do. Don't get me wrong. It had been a long time since there was a major infrastructure project as far as roads and those things coming forward, being funded, people working together. But at this point, we've got literally hundreds of millions of dollars worth of money and projects that hopefully will be coming online really soon. They're at the various stages. We've got some that should be finishing up. And then we've got a lot that's in design or somewhere in between. But when we get to the end, of course, it's never fun. Construction's never fun. But when we get to the end, we'll have better roads, and better water, better infrastructure for all of us to enjoy. So I'm excited about that, and I do just a heartfelt thanks to the commission and the community. Community support helps make it happen, to making us all work together to get somewhere we all want to go. I see Parrish as a microcosm of the American dream. So people are looking for a place that they can put down roots, that they can enjoy this beautiful land, this beautiful country, and that they can live free. And so this is a place that I think calls to people all over the state, all over this area, and even all over the nation, those that yearn to be free and want to live, they want to prosper, they want to work hard and see their dreams come to pass. Parrish is really ground zero for that. So I can't fault people that want to move here, of course, I have to drive the same roads, and so that can be frustrating. But I think we can work together to make it a win-win for everyone here in the entire area. So I'm looking forward to seeing it grow, yes, but also get those things that we're preserving lands. I mean, the commission's been working together to do that. We're set to be able to buy, hundreds of acres of preservation land. Hundreds of millions of dollars is already invested in our infrastructure, and those projects are moving fast. And then parks, great place for people and families to enjoy. When you go through life, I look at it like this: if you're going through life, you need a home base. You need somewhere that's safe. You need somewhere that's familiar, that you can relax, and that you can put your feet up and turn on a show. And for the community at large, everybody doesn't fit in one person's house, but we can have a park that we can all recognize that's going to be familiar. These kids growing up are going to have memories of going to the splash pad, of running around the trails, of enjoying the greenery, and listening to concerts right here. And so that's going to be a centralized place, a safe place for everyone to call home and rally around. And so I'm excited about that. It's America themed, we're going to have U.S. flags in red, white, and blue, and I think you need that. We have something wonderful in America. It attracts the best people from all over the world to admire. They admire it, and they want to make their country or their home like us, and we need to recognize that, preserve the great things that God has brought us here.